welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thanks for clicking on my face, and if you're returning, thanks for clicking on my face again. Today is going to be a review on two different yarns as well as a review on the pattern that I knit with said yarns. So without further ado, dun 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 dun, I made this gorgeous shawl that is called Pure Joy by Joji Locatelli. And I made it out of two Indie yarns. The colorful highlighter yellow, it is true highlighter yellow, is from an Indie Dyer on Etsy called The Lemonade Shop. And the tonal gray, that is the dividing section as well as the bottom, is also a dyer from Etsy, and that one is called Lunar Stitches. I'll talk about the pattern first and then a little bit onto the, or not just a little bit, then onto the yarn. So it is a very large crescent shaped shawl, and it's rather skinny, so it's kind of like a scarf, but I love it. It is wonderful. It's, oh my gosh, it's probably the prettiest shawl that I've made to date, and it's gorgeous. I mean, it is a paid for pattern. I don't remember exactly how much it is, but I'll put a link, lots of links and stuff in the down bar for you where you could purchase it. It's purchasable on Ravelry, as are all of her patterns. Since it's paid for, I can't really, I mean, I'm not going to explain a lot of the construction, but you could probably guess just by looking, it is a lot of short rows. Now, I finished this up in the air somewhere between Chattanooga and Charlotte, so I don't really know where I was when I finished it, but a lot of my projects will be finished in a plane, in a car, because I do a lot of traveling. So I was knitting this, for the most part, on a plane. On size 6 circular needles that I purchased at Knit Picks. I have the original Harmony interchangeable set from Knit Picks that I received a couple years ago for Christmas. They're nice. They I would prefer them to be pointier, but for a beginner interchangeable set, they're pretty good. Although I tend to break them very easily. I'm not really sure why. I don't have a problem with breaking other needles, but I break those. Oh well. So yeah, it's, I believe I knit this on size 6. There are short rows, and honestly, it's not that big of a deal if you mess up on the short rows. I did a couple times where I would get off on my stitch count, and to be honest, once I got to the end, I knew how many stitches I needed, so then I just increased or decreased to get that amount. I mean, not a big deal. So it's a pretty mindless knit. This color right here, I loved it so much. It was just so enjoyable. The color, you know, it's for the most part highlighted yellow, but then there's these pops of pink. So great. So a little bit more detail with the pattern. I can show you the picture from Joji's project. It's right here. So you can see mine's not abnormally large. It really just is that large. You are going to need about 800 yards of fingering weight in 2 different colors. Now, your main color you're going to need more of. She says about 430, so bear in mind you may need to purchase 3 skeins if you have one of those smaller fingering skeins for this main color. I'll show you what I had left over of mine. This little baby. That much is what I had left over. I had a lot more of the gray. This much, so quite a lot. But she says you're going to need about 430 yards in the main color and then about 380 in the second color. Obviously, you could keep going and make this bottom piece even longer. It's up to you. And then the bind off she uses is a stretchy bind off. Love the pattern. I'm definitely gonna knit it again. I'm thinking of doing like maybe black as the main color and then a bright color on the bottom, like 2 tonals. What I was also thinking you could do is each of these wedges be a different color. You could also do each of these stripes a different color. So I'm like fixed on the black. Like you could do black and then each of these stripes be a different neon color. That would be really awesome. I plan to make one for my mother for Christmas. It didn't take me that long, even though this is a lot of knitting. And I cannot wait to 100% wear this because I did wear it when I finished it in the plain because plains are cold. But I have the ends. I always have ends. I hate weaving in ends so much. So I have the ends still, but on to the yarn. The yarn was such a pleasure. Now I'll talk about the main color first. I have this much left, and it came from the Lemonade shop. This is her tag. If that wants to focus in at all. Oh my gosh, there we go. I mean, the tag's adorable. The colorway is called Boombox, and it's in her Mighty Sock, which is 463 yards, 100 grams, 75% merino, superwash merino, 25% nylon. She has a website, thelemonadeshopyarns.com, but I purchased on Etsy. So the funny thing with yarn shopping, at least I think, is sometimes you just gravitate towards a skein. You know, I am by no means is yellow my favorite color, and definitely pink is not my favorite color. Yet for whatever reason, every time I was on Etsy, I looked at this skein. I just thought it was so awesome. So the Crochet Girls are currently hosting, and it's like the last week, they're hosting a Hohi along. So you knit a Joji Locatelli pattern for your cow. And when I heard that, I'd been wanting to do Pure Joy. And when I saw that they had that cow, I thought, perfect. Now I have a reason to buy this yarn, and I can make this shawl. So that's exactly what I did. I purchased it, and I could not be more pleased. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with the leftover bit. Maybe I'll make like a little flower or something to attach to a hat. I really don't know. Maybe I will just use this to cast on. Who knows? But either way, I absolutely love it, and I will definitely be buying more from the Lemonade shop. So yeah, I'll definitely be buying more from the Lemonade shop because I really enjoyed this yarn. It's soft, it's very bouncy. So my entire shawl is very bouncy. And also, you get this adorable little button. Oh, it's so, hopefully it's not too dark. Oh, it's so cute. It's just a little lemon. Oh, it's adorable. I'll probably be sticking this on a project bag once I have more. Maybe I'll do, this is like future thinking. There we go, sorry I wasn't focusing. I'll do like a solid gray bag with a lot of little pins on them. Oh, it's gonna be so cute. So the other yarn, the gray one, is called Steel City from Lunar Stitches, and here is the band. And this one is, she doesn't name her yarn, but it's a sock yarn. It's 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 100 grams in 463 yards, which I believe is the exact same as, yes, as the Lemonade. So you can definitely see that this is what I have left over, that this pattern used up a lot more of color A. Now what is cool about this, it is tonal, yet somehow the bumps tend to be the light section. I don't know if it's the way the light plays with the yarn, but the bump is always lighter than the knit stitch behind it. It's very interesting, and I think it's rather unique to the yarn. It's a heavier twist Sorry, I'm gonna itch my nose. It's a heavier twist than the Lemonade Shop yarn. The thing with playing with yarn, you get fiber in your mouth. It's a heavier twist than the Lemonade Shop yarn, and I think that plays really nicely for the end because it's not, like it doesn't stretch out as much, which I think will be really good for the ends because it will keep its form a little bit. Now this one isn't as, I'm gonna say like as plump as the Lemonade Shop one. That's not bad or necessarily good, it's just a difference between the two. So this one isn't as plump as the Lemonade Shop, I just dropped it, as the Lemonade Shop yarn. But they're both super nice. I really enjoy this color. I think it's very unique in the fact that no matter how I look at it, it always seems lighter when it's facing me than the other side. Kind of interesting. So I would also definitely purchase from her again, and I'll leave all the links in the bottom just like I've said. I also purchased a project bag from her, and it is so adorable. It's got kittens all over it, and I'm not a cat person. I'm much more of a dog person, but they're sketched kittens. Oh, it's so cute. I'll show it eventually on here, but maybe I did. I can't remember now. Oh well. So yeah, I would definitely be purchasing these two. I believe both of them were $25. I'll double check on that, but I'm pretty sure they're 25, either 25 or 30. Purchased on Etsy, and the pattern was purchased on Ravelry. That's all I have. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.